Hey, it's Andy. Hope you're well. So, thought I'd make another little video. And this one is all about, okay. See this? Yeah? This spaciousness. Right? This is what we're after in life. Eh? This is it. We're after open spaciousness. It makes us feel good. So when your mind or your heart kind of resembles like a nice open blue sky, you feel good. When it's all closed in and tight and everything's contracted, you feel bad. All right? So how do we stay away from the bad and stay into the good? Yeah? Okay, I'll tell you how to do it. We need to stop elaborating. We need to stop looking outside. We need to stop blaming people. Okay? This is crucial. All the old masters told us this. We need to stop blaming people. Why? Because the problem is actually here, right? And you've all heard this before. Yeah, the problem's inside. And it's almost like a bit cliched, isn't it? But it is. I'll tell you why. Okay? So, my heart is all spacious like this. Okay? My mind is spacious. I've penetrated. I've released. And then what happens? Contraction starts. So because your mind, the habitual tendency of the mind is to hold on to things. That's what it does. It holds on to things in the sense gates, right? This is what it does. And but then what happens is we don't really see this very clearly, and so then we elaborate on this contraction, this tension, and then we start calling it this and that, and then we're moving away from, let's call this spaciousness, let's call that 0, right? And then we're on this scale. We're heading in the other direction away from the spaciousness. So we have, say, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc., all the way down the track. So we're at 0, everything's nice and spacious. We feel that contraction of the mind grabbing onto something. Now, instead of just seeing that as a natural, the natural habit of the mind, we're able to look at the contraction. When you zoom in on anything in the world, whether it's a brick or the back of your hand, you look close enough and you can see little holes in it, in whatever you're looking at. So there's spaciousness. And science tells us, science is correct, science tells us that as we zoom in on anything, most of us, even an atom, is mainly made up of open space. Spaciousness, right? 99.99%. Some crazy stuff like that, right? Anyway, so that's physically. And certainly that is the case with mental and emotional stuff. So when you look at things in the mind, you look at an emotion or a thought in the mind, you zoom in on it, you zoom in, you try to find the center of that thought or that contraction around the thought, and what you'll find is nothing. Right? There's no center, there's no essence. So it just disappears on you. It's just fantastic. When it disappears, this happens. You get a sense of this spaciousness. You get a sense of your essence. That's why we're drawn to this spaciousness, because it is our natural state. Yeah, the mind is open, spacious, and there's no shape to it, there's no color in it. All these objects that we perceive are just in that spaciousness, right? And so the more we can see this, the clearer it becomes, and the less troubled we are when the mind grabs on and contracts, right? But if you are blaming other people and you're out there looking for reasons out there why your life sucks so much and you're going in the wrong direction. Okay, as soon as we start getting away from 0 and 1, and then suddenly we start labeling it, oh yeah, it's this, and now I'm that, and it's because of this person over here. Now we're at 2, 3, 4, 5, and and then before I know it, I need to go to a doctor and get some pills, and then we're at 7 and 8 and 9, and we're just way off course. Yeah, way off course. So what we need to do is we need to stop. If you find yourself doing that, stop immediately and look, like turn turn your gaze back here. Here, this is it. This is the problem. Turn your gaze back here. Catch yourself. And see if you can find some spaciousness in this being. You know, it could be like your ear, or it could be your shoulders. You could be wearing your shoulders up like this around your ears, right? So find some space there. Yeah, so it's this, we're trying to reprogram ourselves. So instead of just finding contraction all the time and then labeling it and then causing all of these problems and intensifying the problems, and we're just elaborating. Forget the elaboration. We want to simplify. Yeah, we want to find the essence of the problem. And the problem ain't out there, and it's not them, right? Certainly wasn't, ancestors and all that caper. No way, Jose. Way off the track. Right? Got to get back on the track. The track is here. Me, now. Yeah. Doesn't matter what tradition you look at. If it's a good tradition, I'm sure there's some pretty shitty ones out there as well, but if it's a good tradition, they'll all tell you the same thing. It's all in here. It's all in here. You got to look at your heart. Open your own heart. Don't try to be anything. Forget about this, I am this and you are that and da-da-da-da-da. No, wrong. Look at yourself. Don't judge yourself like, I'm a bad person or whatever. Just feel the contraction. Holy shit, I'm so contracted right now. And so we get away from this, this judging in that particular manner, because it's pointless. Right? It offers no fruit. You want fruit? I want fruit. I love fruit. I want to eat fruit all day. So if I want to find the fruit, I need to look at the cause of my own trouble. My own trouble is in here. It's this. Yeah, I've grabbed onto something and I've mistaken it for being me and mine and all that stuff, and then then I just keep on piling on, and that ain't it. I got to start piling off, right? Like ripping stuff off. But the best way to do that is because if you push stuff away, it doesn't work either. Oh, I'm just empty. Oh, I'm spacious. That doesn't work, because you've added another layer on. I am spaciousness. I am a good Christian. I am a good Buddhist. I am, it's just another layer, isn't it? So we want to find the truth. I want to penetrate the problem. Penetrate the truth. Yeah? So I stop. When I catch myself, I stop. And I look at the body, I look at the mind, and I try and find some spaciousness somewhere. Better you can get right in there. Right in there. It's just a skill, and we get better at this skill. So we need to practice as much as we can. Penetrate, see that spaciousness, and my mind does this. And you see it. You go to any church or any temple, in India or Thailand or wherever, it doesn't matter. And you'll see the pictures of the saints or whatever, and they've all got this little halo around them, this expanded awareness, this expanded consciousness, right? Because that's what happens when you feel good. Yeah, on a sunny day, you feel bright, you feel great. On a cloudy day, you feel dark. Right? It's natural. It's natural. However, once you start doing what I'm talking about, it's all sunny days, baby. All sunny days. Yeah? You don't stay stuck. You might get a little flare up every now and then, but it's not as dramatic as it used to be. It's more like, the wave comes, but you see it coming. And it's like, oh yeah, that. And so on a scale of, like a severity of, like 1 to 10, 10 being like absolutely like I'm going to murder you rage, it's like 1. It's like, and then you can release. All right. So this is where it's at. This is where it's at. It's finding that new habit, building that new habit. And I think the more people that can do that, the better. So that's what I'm pushing. Mwah, love you. Enjoy your training. Bye.